Welcome back to We the People with Joseph Allen, our guest, Stone, Love, and myself, Verna Swan.
All right, I'm sure we've all heard. If you haven't heard, where have you been? About the tragedy that has taken hold of the Hudson family, Jennifer Hudson, if you don't know who I'm referring to. Her sister, brother, her mother, brother, and her sister's son, which is her nephew, have all been found dead. The mother and the brother in the house. The son was kidnapped.
Yes.
In her brother's SUV, and found dead a few days later on the west side of Chicago. Our condolences go out to Miss Jennifer Hudson for such a tragedy, senseless murder. It still was no reason for anybody to do such a thing. And then it said that her nephew was shot multiple times. I mean, this is a 7-year-old boy. Why multiple times if you're going to have to kill? Why multiple times in the first place? Please, what kind of crap is that?
Yeah, and that's a prime example, people, of the things that are going on in our neighborhoods, you know, and it's not, you know what, on the news more so you hear about this in the African American communities, and you wonder why. And why? Let's think about it. Unity. We need to be united. Most other cultures, they're united and they have crime, but not like ours because we're not united. People, we have to be united. We have to stop killing each other. Our children are our future. You know, this is why it's so important to get out and vote. This is why it's so important to be able to stand up and hold your head up high knowing that someone like Mr. Barack Obama is out here trying to make a change and get away from the Bush administration. So please, 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 when you pull out your gun, throw it away. Okay?
Control yourself.
Yes, please. Find something to do with yourself.
Control your anger. You cannot solve it with a gun. And you shoot someone, they're going to catch you eventually. And then you're going to go to jail.
Right. That's the way the law is.
Unless you like being there. I don't know. Well, maybe if you've been there for such a long, you might miss not being there. Having people take care of you, telling you where to go, when to go, and all this other kind of stuff. But for those of us who don't like that type of control, you really don't want to be there. And
then don't take it out on other people. I mean, if you have anger issues, do not take it out on little kids, older women. You know, go get some help. There is help available.
So what do you think about this, Mr. Love?
Well,
the Stone.
You know, despite the tragedy, it's still a lesson to be learned. Came together with a couple of artists in the Inglewood area, so we came up with a song called Your Smile. You know, that's to commemorate...
I think I heard that song.
Me too. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
It's to commemorate the losses, and but not just the losses, but the very valuable memories that you share with the people.
What does the song go like? I remember vaguely, but it's in the back of my head, and I know it's not yet released. And it might be something that we might do on our show, but some of the new artists, you know, release a few of their songs that you hear. Record companies and people of that nature, directors of movies, there are songs out there that you could use in some of your shows. But how does that go? Just a few bars, just a little bit.
It's your smile. Your smile, that means the world to me. One day I know that we will see the words that you spoke were love. Okay, so now, that's just like
parent being shot or killed or something like that.
It really came about when I heard the tragic loss of Maya Lyons, the young girl who was found dead in the alley. Coming from a party, you know. And, you're in a community, and then when I grew up, we were in a community. We went to a party, that party, this party, that.
Walk home.
And you can walk home. It's never no problem. Today, you know, it's a lot of things. It's really out of control, but I think we work on our communities a little bit more, then I think we can see a result. But we got to care, because the majority of us at this point in time in life are too busy, this, that, and the other, that we really just don't have time to care. But like with the gun laws, you know, we can't blame the guns. We have to blame the legislation.
I blame the people who have the guns in their hands and cannot control their feelings and thinking that gun is going to solve whatever they think they're going through. That's who I blame, because a gun is just inanimate. Let me get that right. Inanimate object.
Yes.
It doesn't work unless some person, live person, is behind it, working it. Okay, so the legislation is what the legislation is, and that's part of the Constitution, which you were referring to earlier about.
Top of the drugs.
I think it's the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, and there's been many discussions concerning that part of the Constitution, in which still is more discussions. So right now, guns are a part of our lives. They have been a part of our lives, and I'm sure they will continue to be a part of our lives. It's the people who have the guns controlling their lives with that gun.
Right. First and foremost, it starts at home, and it starts with you.
That's the beauty of the past. You can't erase the past. You can actually turn back time and look at the past. When I grew up in my household, they actually wouldn't allow us as kids to play with guns. But I found as an adult, having some type of defense would always be preferred when it comes to your family, the care and well-being of your family. Because just because you don't do it, that doesn't mean somebody else won't do it.
Exactly.
And that's what this new magazine that's coming out, it's a DVD magazine, Embodied Live. And they go over the things that happened in the previous year, give you an opportunity to look over those things and see some changes you might make in your environment, and maybe you can present this into the next year. So there's just a lot of things out there that you can read, companies you can go to, and even in your home, don't be afraid to talk to somebody at home.
Okay, all right, good. The next topic, since we are on guns, we're talking about guns. Did you all hear, or I'm sure most black people already knew this anyway, again because it's one of the jokes that we have said long before there was someone decided a black person wanted to, well, I can't say long before, but some years back, before a black person really seriously decided he wanted to run for president besides Jesse Jackson at that time in 88.
88, right.
Yeah, in 88. The black man have to watch out for being, if he takes office, actually he wouldn't be in office that long because a plot to kill him. And this is what the FBI just uncovered. I think this was the third plot they uncovered to kill not only Barack Obama, but 88 other innocent individuals, and then 12 more people. And for some reason that these 88 and this 12 is some type of significant number with the skinheads, and then they was going to top it off by killing Barack Obama because, again, a lot of people, mainly white, but there's a lot of black people too, who really don't think a black man could be president or should be president. So therefore, they're out there trying to some types of way scheme to make sure that that doesn't happen, that we would have a black president. So far, it looks like we are. He's leading in all the polls. He's leading in everything. John McCain is edging, getting a little few more points here and there, but not enough to, at this point, say, okay, well, if we had the election today, by the polls, Barack Obama will be our president and will be the first black president in the history of the United States. Any discussion?
Well, in reference to the skinheads, and the KKKs and all these hate groups against minorities, I just want to say this. What in the hell is wrong with you all?
Too much time, man.
I could be your idol, only in America. Pop superstars, welcome to America. I could be your idol, only in America. Pop superstars, welcome to America. I could be your idol. Pop superstars, welcome to America. I could be your idol.